I currently manage my whole life in Notion, and I found Notion to be an extremely helpful tool. When I just got familiar with it and started to build my own productivity system in Notion, I got so excited and I tortured my co-workers with it. I tortured my subscribers and even my poor partner. And today I'm going to torture you a little bit. So I'll do a little show and tell about Notion features and share a couple of productivity life hacks with you. And maybe in the end, if we have enough time, I'll give you a tour of my Notion space. Okay, so I stumbled upon a tweet the other day, and let me read it to you with expression because I like it very much. Okay, sure, I could answer your email and instantly forget about it. Or I could leave it unanswered, such that it lives in my mind, exerting a slow daily pressure, and I feel your spectral presence always beside me for countless weeks. And in a way, wouldn't you prefer that? And I like this tweet so much because it describes perfectly how I used to feel. And in order to not feel this slow daily pressure, I like to do a practice called mind sweep. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Okay, so what is it? It's a small practice for clearing your mind. And the main idea of it is that you can't manage what you don't see, and you have to make things visible. And all you need for it is going to be a timer and a piece of paper, but well, paper, what fun is that? We are going to build a dashboard for it in Notion with these two hands. Oh, okay, let's jump into it. Hey, Notion, listen to me. Yeah, here it is. So it's done in 3 steps. First, you collect all the stuff that's pulling your attention from different life areas. Like I'll share a link with you after I finish, and there you can find all in-completion triggers, the places where you can find them. But for now, for example, it's like all the deliveries you're waiting for. Maybe there is a skill you've always wanted to master but never got really into it. All kinds of stuff. Maybe you have to wish somebody a happy birthday and not forget about it. So you sit nice and tight, you set up your timer for 20 minutes, and you start to write these things down. As you know, I've just relocated and I have to make myself legal in Germany. So in order to do that, what do I need to do? I have to fill registration papers. I also need to book an appointment. And I actually need to show up, right? What else? I also need to find an apartment and rent it. And for this, I need to research places where people find apartments. Horrible English, 1 minute. Research places to find an apartment. Yeah. And also, I want to research districts of Hamburg to decide where I want to live. Okay, so we've done that. That was step 1. Step 2, you look at all this stuff and you try to organize it into groups. So I see that these first 3 items, they are all about being legal in Hamburg. So let's call them legalizing Hamburg. And these last 2 items, they are all about renting an apartment. Rent an apartment. And now that we've done our organization process, we need to assign them to the 2 databases I'm going to create. And before we start, could you please write in the chat a plus sign if you are already familiar with Notion, and minus if you like seeing it for the first time in your life? Wow. Yeah, Notion gang. Love it. Okay. I wonder if I even contribute something meaningful today, but we'll see. And now please drop a plus or minus sign if you know about such Notion features as creating databases and related properties. Okay. Nice. Okay, don't fret because I'll tell all about it in a minute. Let's start with creating two databases. Here's how you create a database. So the first one, we are going to name products. See, database, you like, press it. Yay, new database, amazing. Let's give it, wow, nice icon. Maybe we'll leave it just like that. Okay, sure. And let's create another one. And we'll call it tasks. Yeah. And these two databases are going to be the base of your personal productivity system. Now we need to relate them to each other. And this is how you do it. You add a new property. It's a relation property, see? You pick a database you want to relate this one to, in our case, projects. We want it to be a two-way relation. Boom, there it is. Now our two databases are related. And when we, oh, you'll see, okay. So another cool feature of Notion, so you have databases to store your data at, but also you can have different views of this data. And when you type slash and kr, I don't know why kr, here you can have a linked view of a database. Let's select projects here. So here are our projects. And let's add our task. Amazing. So now let's fill these databases with all the information we've just collected. It's very simple. You like drag and put it here. Yay, we have our first project, legalizing Hamburg. And for the tasks database, let's add a filter. We can filter this database by a project. For example, this is our current project. And when I add new items to this database now, they will inherit this property and they would relate to legalizing Hamburg project. Again, I select it, I drag it. Oh no, yay, we dropped it here and now our project has some items. Amazing, right? Let's continue the process. Bum, bum, bum. I kind of wish my laptop was a little bit bigger. I wonder why I don't see rent an apartment here. Ah, here it is. It hid from us. Amazing. Now, everything that clouded your mind is done, and it has some actionable items. Like you can deal with it. It's doable now. Okay, let's. The thing I like about Notion actually is that you can customize here everything for your needs. And let's start with customizing the tasks database. Okay, like we don't need this property. Goodbye. Yeah. Okay, we also don't need these items. Bye. Okay. Um, so um, the first productivity life hack I want to share with you is you have to templatize everything. Like any frequent task or any piece of information, you have to like standardized. You have to input. You make a template for it. Let's start with making a new template for a task. Like for example, I like to have a template for a doctor's appointment. Or any appointment for that matter. Here it is. Also, it's better to include a word template. I can spell term. Oh, nice. You can add an icon for it. I actually like to give it a train icon so that I know that for this task I have to travel somewhere and plan accordingly. Okay, and also I would like to have an address. Yeah, okay, we've done our first template. Oh, you know what? Let us also add a property for the type of event, for the type of task we're having. Like it could be just a normal task, it could be an event, okay? And appointment is definitely an event. Yeah, so now our template is ready and we can create a new task. Here it is. And just like that, our template is, I forget English words. Is it okay? Is applied. Yeah. So this way we can quickly create tasks. Next, let's, for example, create a work task. I'll give it a nice icon. Yeah, it's just a task. And for work tasks, I like to keep a log of what I've been doing. And here's how you can speed it up. So you can have a blog, which is called template button. Now we will configure it. For example, add a new blog. And what it will do, every time you press the template button, it will create some markup for you. For example, I would like to have a date. And I would also like to have a log of what I did. Okay. So when I apply this template, it will come with this fancy button. Let's try it out. Like, take your time, sure. Maybe. Okay, let's move on and come back to it later. Sure. Notion is like this sometimes. The next life hack I like to do, I like to have business meeting templates. Let's create this one. Mm-hmm. It's also an event. No, event. Yeah. And here we'll need to create another database. I'll tell you why in a minute. Let's create a database to store all our notes. And let's connect it to our tasks. Let's edit it. As you remember, it's a relation property. Here is our database. We add a relation. Awesome. So now, when you create a meeting, I don't know, maybe it's a meeting tomorrow. Sure. You can click here and just start typing like meeting notes. And it will create an item in notes database. And here you can, write your recap, write your follow-up, and then you can share this note with your coworkers. And it would be linked to the meeting event. I find this awesome. So maybe our, oh yeah, success. Okay, see, you click a new log. So like, for example, this task was to, repaint a button. That's all we front-end people do. And the action here would be, okay, consult with X about button color. You tick it. And maybe the next day you click it again and write some other logs. And this way you'll never forget about what you've been doing when you have a daily stand-up. And with my memory, I find it awesome. Okay. In another, I see I have 5 minutes. Yeah. Leo, can I talk some more? I can talk about Notion like for whole eternity, and you'll see when I come aboard. Okay, you can not only templatize tasks, you can also templatize projects, and you can do this in an awesome way. Let's add a status property, like project can be in different statuses. Notion has a built-in property for that. And what else project can have? For example, it might be nice to track types of projects. For example, it can be a personal project, it can be a job project or a learning project. Okay, and for learning project, here's what I like to do. Let's create a template. I feel like we didn't save all our hard work. That's a shame. Yeah. Awesome. So here I'm editing a template, and what I can do is, you remember CR? Awesome. Let's show all the tasks that relate to this learning project. We'll add a filter, and we select this project right here. Okay, our template is all set. Let's create one. I don't know. How about we learn Notion? Look, it comes with an integrated view of tasks database. And we can create some here, like listen to what Elena did. Awesome, right? And you can also link notes related to this project, like everything. So when you're taking an online course, you can set up this in such a way that you can make your setup with one click of a button. And I like this very much. Okay, I think that is all I want to show you for today. And maybe you're wondering what you can do next with Notion. Well, you can do anything. Like you can have a place to store all your knowledge. Like here, I store all my online courses that I'm taking or want to take, or all the books I want to read. You store all notes, all meeting notes, all your ideas in one place, so you don't have to, jump around. Also, I have my time-related databases. So sorry, it's in Cyrillic. You probably can't read it, but here is the current day. It's totally dynamic, by the way. Current day, current week, current month, current quarter, even, and current year. And well, I have dashboards for all these databases. See, I think I can actually check it. Nice. Lastly, I have a place for all my other databases dedicated to all the life areas. See, I won't go there, but this is how I manage my life. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. I'm ready to take some questions if you have some.
Thank you very much. That was super, super nice. I think we already have one question from Daniel.
Yes, hello everybody. Thank you, Elena, for your talk. And I have one simple question. May you please open the tasks database?
Which one? My sandbox tasks?
Yeah.
Okay.
And here you have a task with tag tomorrow, meeting tomorrow. And
yeah.
The question is, will Notion change this tag tomorrow to today?
Yeah. This is actually a dynamic field, and it changes relatively in time. Like tomorrow, it will say today, and then it would say yesterday, and then it would just be a date.
Okay, looks amazing.
Right, well, nice. That's actually a very cool thing. Alexis has another question.
Yeah, so first of all, I share the same feeling than Arthur. Mind blowing, but the things that you can do here. What are the difference between a status to use the status attribute or the tag or types? Like, do you have any preference on why do you use them? And the other thing, just before allowing you to answer, is like how you create the cards for the books. So the part that you share there, and that's it.
Okay. So the status property is this awesome property, and you can, for example, have a Kanban style board with it. Like it comes pretty much usable out of the box, but you can tweak it a little for your needs. Okay, so let's. I'll show you how to make a view, Kanban style view. Here, let's do this. We have different type of views. For this one, we'll want to have a board view, and we will use group by. We'll group them by status. See, we can even color columns, and now you can like easily, juggle some things around.
Yes.
As for the cards, okay, let me show you how it's done. So it's a view again, and actually it's a gallery view. So by default, it will show you in preview the page content, but you can change it to page cover. And now if you add a cover here, dudes, okay, it will show up here. If we, let's remove it. For example, you have some image here, like let's add an image. Okay, let's again use on Flash. Wait a minute. It will come around. Okay, while it loads, you again can edit this view so that in the preview you show page content again. Here it is. So there are actually two ways to add images here. You can use them.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, nice to meet you. We have Chris.
Yeah, I think, can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, how does this work on sort of mobile, or is this something that you would only ever think about using on sort of your desktop?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? As I'm not a native English speaker, and
no, it's fine.
I'm also stupid.
No, it's fine. So obviously you've planned your life around a lot of this stuff, and I can see how this could be really awesome. But do you ever have moments where you're sort of out and about and you want to see how you want to look at some of this information, right? So you might pull it up on your phone and have a look at it there. Does it work very well in that kind of way, or is it very much you have to be at a computer to have it work?
Actually, there is a Notion mobile app. It's just not, I think, as usable as a desktop one. It's actually on the web also. So you can surely grab your phone and like quickly send something to Notion, like like with Evernote, where is a web clipper, and you just send some piece of information to look at this later. You can do this with your phone. And on my phone, I usually look only on my Today page, which is my main dashboard, where I see all the stuff I need to do today, and that's it. Like I normally use it on desktop only.
Awesome, thanks.
Next one is Arthur.
Hi, thank you for your speech. In the business meeting page, you put notes in the separate database. What's the purpose of it? Because you can put it just inside this page.
Yeah, surely you can put it just in this page, but you see, if you want to share this information later, like if you type it here, you will have to give permission for other folks to your whole tasks database, and you probably don't want that, right? There can be some pretty personal stuff there. But as for meeting notes, like there is, you can just share this one document.
Okay.
That's the main purpose. I like to keep it separate, I think.
Okay, thank you.
Right, so I think we missed Arthur before, so I'm gonna ask Arthur and then Ilya. So Arthur first.
Wow, I'm still mind blown and trying to get back to my normal state, because I actually tried using Notion for a lot of different purposes, and not sure if they didn't have all these features back then, but like a lot of features that you show are really, yeah, like make it, the use cases for it completely different now. And I'm really curious about the database part. When you created a new database, I could see that were like different data sources that you could use.
Yeah.
How does it work? Like, can you connect it to a database, a real database? Can you talk a bit more if you know about that?
You mean like a real database which is like stored elsewhere but not in your current Notion setup? I think you actually can do that, but it's an enterprise plan for Notion, and I'm not really familiar with it as I use my personal Pro, but I'm pretty sure you can do something like that. And the thing with databases, actually, they can be related to itself, for example. I like it very much. And you can have like a many-to-many type of relation, or one-to-many, or even one-to-one, and you can do all kinds of cool things with it. I'll probably, speak about Notion again soon. I have a lot.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because like I'm recently very interested in this concept called no code, and like uses like being able to create a database with an UI like this, like makes a lot of new possibilities, you know, like for using this as a no code well, framework. I don't know how to call it. Yeah, really nice presentation. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice question. So yeah, we have one last question, and we're gonna go for Alexis. So, Ilya.
Yeah, so I got just a quick question. I'm curious, how much time do you spend every day to arrange your tasks and notes and keep them up to date?
Okay. Every day, at the end of the day, I do my daily review. On a daily basis, I don't manage and I don't set up anything. I just use it. And at the end of the day, I do a daily review where I see, I can actually show you, I think. Yeah, let's go to the today. Yeah, here's my daily review. No, you won't scroll there? No, okay. Doesn't want to behave. Okay, so here I take a look at all my next actions, which don't have a date yet, for example, and maybe I find something new in my calendar and I add them to Notion here. I process my media so it doesn't become cluttered. I reflect on my day, like I see what I got done. Awesome. If I wasn't able to do something, I reschedule it. And update financial tracker. I'm trying to build some, good habits here. And next, I see my calendar with all my actions, and I can also, drag and drop them.
Yeah, because it looks like it's going to take an enormous amount of time to maintain all of that.
It took a lot of time when I only got into it, and but as a control freak, I enjoyed every second of it. But when you use it, it doesn't take a lot of time because you have already set up everything. Like you just use it.
Mm-hmm. I see. Thank you.
Nice. So thank you very much, Elena. That was an amazing presentation. Then if you have any material you'd like to share, I'm very interested to know if you have any nice reference where you learned all these stuff, because they're very cool.
I'll give you a link to a course that I recommend wholeheartedly.
Feel free to share them here in the chat, and also later then I will share a message with all the outcome from this also.